Hey guys, it is Yasmine. I play Monique on the originals, and you are listening to Variety Radio Online. Woo!
Hey everybody, and welcome to Variety Radio Online, bringing you all things entertainment, including news, reviews, and interviews. I'm your host, Keisha, and we are here for a great tradition. It's TVD month of May, an entire month of interviews featuring all of your favorite actors from the show. Now, of course, we have the originals, so we actually have one of them on the line. Forget the vampires and the werewolves. It's all about the witches. You guys know her as Monique. Here she is, Yasmine Al-Bustami.
Hi guys. Thank you, Keisha.
Thank you for joining us. We're so excited. We love the character Monique.
Yay, I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
Now, the Originals is a spinoff of the Vampire Diaries, and you have some of these characters who've already been established, and then we don't really meet Monique until the middle of the season. What was it like for you as an actor stepping onto the set for the first time?
I was honestly really excited just to meet everybody, and once I did step on set, everyone was super nice. Like, I was really excited to meet Daniel and Joseph and Charles and Leah and everyone, and Danielle especially. I work a lot with her, but they were all very welcoming, which was very easy for me. I didn't feel like I had to try and fit in. They were just to know about me. They talked to me, and not just me, anyone who came in. They were very talkative with everybody and just so friendly. So that made it super easy.
That's awesome. It's almost like the first day of school and making your new best friends in kindergarten.
I know. That was all I was missing was like my little brown lunch bag and my like little backpack.
Now, Monique is, she's a little devious. She's a little troublemaker.
A little bit.
Especially this week when she tried to kill Haley. So I wanted to know what has the fan response been for your character so far?
Oh my gosh, people get angry with me, so angry. They're very upset that I am the way I am, but I'm so happy about, I think it was last week's episode where it was the procession, and it was like that witch party with all three of us, kind of like a witch quinceañera is what it seemed like to me. But they I guess they understood Monique more whenever they found out why I was doing all these things. I mean, obviously I killed my Aunt Sophie, and I lost my mom, and all of that I don't take lightheartedly, and it's all for a cause. So I think now they kind of get it, and they understand where I'm coming from. I'm not just doing it just to do it to be evil. So I think they get it now.
Now, I'm glad you brought up the witch's cause, to rid New Orleans of the vampires. And Monique is such a strong believer in that. Do you think this decision was heavily influenced by her mom, Jane Ann, and the ancestors, or do you think she made up her own mind about the issue?
I don't necessarily think it was influenced by her mom. In the beginning, she's obviously a really good daughter, and she wanted to make her mom happy, which is why she went through the whole harvest process. She believes in the witches. I mean, she probably at the beginning did not believe completely, but she, again, was just a really good daughter and loved her mom and would do anything for her, which is what she did. And then she died, and while she was in limbo, in the grave, ancestors talked to her, and they basically got in her head and just convinced her of the cause that she was fighting for. And so she heavily, heavily believes in it, and now she knows what she wants to do. She is with the ancestors, and everything that they have told her, she will do. Anything that they will tell her, she will make sure will happen, because she definitely believes in everything that they believe in.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely obvious. You don't see her flinch an inch when it comes to completing any of the tasks.
No.
So, yeah.
Not, no. Oh,
Now, one of the first things we saw Monique do when she was alive, well, at the very end of the episode, she first wakes up, is kill her Aunt Sophie. And I just wanted to know what was going through your mind when you first read that scene.
I was honestly very shocked when it first came to me because I didn't read it until I was on set. That part was not presented to me until I started filming that episode. And so I was just there, just being gung-ho and really excited. I'm like, oh, yeah, I came back. I'm so happy that I'm filming. And then one of the writers came up to me. I believe Michael talked to me that day, and he was like, hey, so we didn't tell you this part yet, but you're going to kill Sophie. And so I thought it was just a joke. I was like, oh, really? And then he obviously was not kidding. And then he explained the whole story to me and everything that I would be doing. And I was so nervous to do that. And then I hadn't seen Daniela yet, who plays Sophie, because I was just super excited to get to work with her more. Since she's my aunt, I figured I would have more scenes with her and just get to spend more time with her and get to know her. And so I hadn't seen her yet for the filming of that episode, and I was like, damn it, the first time that she comes up, I'm going to have to be like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But she was super sweet, and she was really nice, and I'm happy that I got to work with her even just for a little bit. She's hilarious. So fun to work with.
Yeah, that had to have been such a curveball. You're killing off someone who's your aunt.
Yeah. Yeah. Was not expecting that at all. Surprises all the time.
Killing family. I think that's one of the themes of the show, or part of it anyway, with the originals. But one of the biggest underlying themes, in my opinion, is the bond of family. And right now, Davina and Monique are sort of at odds. Is there hope that their relationship can be repaired?
Me, as Yasmine, yes, I hope so, because I love Danielle so much. She's the sweetest thing ever. However, going into Monique's mind, she will not back down ever. And if someone wrongs her and just does not believe in anything she believes in, she obviously just shuns them. And so I feel like Monique probably will not at any time forgive Danielle, sadly, because Danielle's such a sweetheart. And so whenever we're doing whenever we're filming and we're doing scenes where I have to be a bitch to her, and then I see her tear up, I'm like, damn it. Like, I start tearing up. I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Like, after we cut, I go hug her. But I hope so. I really do hope so. We'll see.
Fingers crossed. I think they're the only family they have left.
I know. And she's really the only one. So I just feel so bad for her. Like, right now, she only has Josh. And thankfully, he's a sweetheart to her. Since everyone
we
else
love
is
him.
Pretty. I know, he's great. I met him for the first time a few weeks ago, and he's awesome.
Oh, my gosh, I can only imagine. I love his character. So.
And he's also just very funny, just like his character. He's great.
Oh, that makes me excited. Okay. Now, a few weeks ago, we had the episode, The Big Easy, which I think that's the same episode as the Witch Quinceañera.
Yeah.
And Davina says, I've had to make mistakes to honor that gift, which is her power. I lost my mother, my aunt, and, that's a huge sacrifice. How do you think losing her family to this cause will affect her in the long run?
Honestly, the way I see Monique being is, right now, again, just anything that she has to do for the witch's cause, she will do. If the ancestors tell her to do something, she will do it. And if someone does not believe in the witch's cause, then she does not hesitate to get rid of them. And I think that's something that she has already come to terms with before. And I would assume that would be in limbo. Whenever the ancestors talk to her, she just made up her mind. She was like, well, I know what I have to do. I know it needs to get done. And right now, at this point in her life, I would like to think not necessarily completely okay with it. I mean, obviously, it bothers her a little bit that she has to do what she has to do for the witch's cause to her loved ones. But she, at the end of the day, she knows that it needs to get done if for the whole of the witches, if they want to get anywhere. But hopefully, like, I feel like maybe later on in her life, whenever she's old and sitting in a rocking chair or dead because somebody killed her, I hope that she just realizes that, you know, she did do what she did, and maybe will, I don't know, just be kind of just a little bit sad about it. I mean, I know she is sad, but, you know, she did what she did, and that's kind of altogether it just sucks. But yes, it is what it is.
But, like, yeah, she's completely on the path right now, and I think I do sort of get that sadness from her at times in different scenes. And I'm just wondering, do you think, you know, she'll start having some doubts sooner rather than later and start to doubt the witch's plan?
I don't see her being that way anytime soon, to be honest. Again, maybe later in life when everything is said and done and she thinks about it all. But anytime soon, no. Just with the way things are going, she's just very, like, she has her goals set and her priorities straight. She knows where she wants to go. She knows the end result is wanting to get all the witches, wanting to get New Orleans back to all the witches and all the power back to the witches. And she'll do anything to get that result. And so right now where she's at, she'll do anything for sure.
Yeah. She's very headstrong and very driven, and I kind of admire that about her too, even though it may not be for the best actions.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
God bless her.
She's certainly interesting to watch.
Yeah. She's very interesting to play. I'll tell you that. She's fun. She's very fun.
Well, we can't wait to see more of her this season and hopefully next season as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Yasmine, for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
Keisha. Thank you so much for having me. It was so much fun.
As always, you can find us online at www.thevro.com, on Facebook at facebook.com/Variety Radio Online, and on Twitter at The VRO. Thanks for listening, guys.